Hi guys, it's me again, Miranda, and in today's video, we will talk about how I got my residence permit here in Switzerland. But before anything else guys, if you haven't subscribed yet in my channel, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and also don't forget to include notification bell to get updates on my next video. So, let's start! So guys, a little bit of background of me and my partner. I'm a Filipino and he's a Swiss citizen. We've been together for over 4 years and I visited Switzerland multiple times. Before the pandemic, I think every month, 2 days, one week. And also, he has visited me as well in my workplace, which is in the Middle East, twice. And in the Philippines, we spent our vacation there twice. And during the pandemic, I was able to stay here for 90 days in Switzerland. Now, I'm telling you this guys because in applying for this type of visa, it is very important that they know that you've been together for a long time and that your relationship is legit. At first guys, we did not know that this visa exists. We only know that if it's Switzerland, the only way to come here is through student visa or through marriage. So with the student visa, we wanted to do that. Like I wanted to study from A1 until B2, which will take me roughly a year, and I think a year plus. But then my problem was I'm a little bit old for the student visa, which is like, language. I'm a little bit over the calendar. Like I'm 30 plus years old, so it's not possible. And so tried to check with the migration what other options do we have. So they said, like, since it seems like you have a legit relationship and you've been together for a long time, she has been here in Switzerland for a long time as well, so you can apply for concubinate or cohabitation. Now, to be honest guys, at first we were very confused on what to do, where to start, and we were not even sure if it's possible because like I've spoken to other people who did this. They have like insurance under their names, both of them. They have like properties under their name, but in our case we don't have it. We only have our strong relationship and we only have our legit relationship and our history that I've been here multiple times. That's it. Aside from that, we don't have any properties in our name. We don't have insurance under our name, both our names. So we were like, okay, let's see if this is possible for us. So the migration, they gave us the link as to where we can find the qualifications, the requirements that we need to submit in order for us to apply for this visa. And just want to let you know guys that cohabitation or concubinate, that is not applicable to all cantons here in Switzerland. Yes, Switzerland is a country, it is one country, but then they have separate cantons which has separate, they have different policies. They have like, for example, in my canton or in my partner's canton, they have concubinate. But in other cantons, I believe that they don't have it. So it's best to check with your cantonal office or the migration office of which canton you live or your partner lives if it's applicable for you. So the documents that we submitted guys were proof of relationship. The proof of relationship was the one that we submitted for the visit visa. It's like our pictures together, our passport stamp when he visited me in the Middle East and when we went to Philippines for vacation, and all my passport stamps when I came here to Switzerland. And aside from that, we also have the tickets, and we also have the proof of like financial support because since the time that I resigned from my job, I did not really have a full-time job. afterwards. And yeah, pandemic happened, so I was financially supported by my partner since the pandemic up until now. So we have the pictures, we have the passport stamps, and the PayPal transactions. And aside from that, he was also asked to submit his financial status that he can financially support me while I'm here in Switzerland. And what else? From my side, it was also required to submit my police clearance and residence certificate. For the police clearance, guys, I have two. For example, if you are an OFW like me and you've stayed more than 6 months in that certain country, you need to have a police clearance. So we submitted two police clearance, which is from the Middle East, and one is the one from the Philippines. And of course, residence certificate. And aside from that, we were also asked to submit a proof of accommodation. For the proof of accommodation, it is a written email from our landlord stating that in this apartment, 2 people is allowed, so we submitted that. And also, we were required to submit insurance for me once I arrive here. So for the insurance, guys, since I'm not yet here during the application, my partner sent an email to his insurance company, and then afterwards they gave him a proposed package, proposed insurance policy. So that same email, we submitted it to the migration. And so far, those are the things that we submitted at first. And I think we submitted the application first week of August. And on that same week, we got an email stating that they need us to submit a more detailed story or a more detailed proof of our relationship. So what we did, actually, what I did on my part is I just made a folder in Google Drive that this is the pictures in the Philippines, picture in this, that, and then the year as well. I made it like from day 1 up to the present. And then my boyfriend made like it was just in the Word, I think Word format, like from day 1 he made like he made like a caption there that this is the time that we met, date, and then the picture, and then together with that one there is a link to the Google Drive. So technically we made like a storyline of our relationship. So that's the first thing that they ask us to revise. And also, guys, I think it's very important that when you make your proof of relationship, choose the file that has the date and the time where it was taken. And we're so like happy because in Google Drive, excuse me, because I'm not really that techy when it comes to those things. And I was so surprised because in the Google Drive, like the pictures, you can find there the date and the time where it was taken, and you cannot change the one. Correct me if I'm wrong. So we used those pictures into our relationship timeline from day 1 up to the present. So aside from the revised timeline, aside from the revised timeline of our relationship, they also sent us questionnaire. Now for the questionnaire, it's I think around 2 to 3 pages. It was a lot. It's technically about you and your partner, your hobbies, what are his hobbies, what are my hobbies, and like, you know, I think those questionnaires will make you, while you're answering those questionnaires, it will make you think, it will really make you think, are we going to push through on this application? Are we really compatible? Because like guys, I think that's their way for us to realize if we really want to go for this. That's only my opinion now, because the questions were like, what are your hobbies? What are his hobbies? And like, what made you think that you are compatible with each other? And also there are questions there like, what are your future plans as a couple? And do you plan to get married? What are the reasons why you don't want to get married? And so far, we were able to answer it truthfully. And I really think again, it's my own opinion, guys. I think the reason why they gave us that questionnaire is for us to realize or to like really think if we should go for this, because this visa, it's applicable for 5 years. That's what I know, it's 5 years. And also, so aside from the revised timeline of our relationship from start up to the end, and also from the questionnaire, they also asked my partner to sign an agreement that he agrees to take care of me in all aspects. In all aspects, guys. Emotionally, no joke. Like, especially financially, for 5 years. So that's it, guys. The timeline was first week of August. We submitted the documents, and then at that same week, we received an email from them stating that we have to revise the proof of relationship, which has to be very detailed from start up to the moment that we applied for the visa. So we revised it, and then like it took us a week to make it, because like, you know, it's I think 20 pages. And they gave us that questionnaire and also the additional document that they wanted from my partner, which is the agreement that he will be taking care of me for 5 years. So second week of August, we submitted those documents, and after a week, we got an update from the Continental Migration that they have checked our documents and it's good to go, but the final say will be from the state migration. Now for the state migration, it was submitted, I believe, August 19th, third week of August. So we were informed that we have to wait about 8 to 12 weeks. And guys, I'm telling you, the waiting time feels so long. I don't know, every time you apply for something, and then for me, even if it's only a week or like 2 days, you know, the longer you wait, the nervousness, you know. So yeah, we waited until October, no, not October. We waited until September 28th, and I could not forget this day because this day also we have an event in my hometown. And on that same day, my partner received a mail, like an actual mail from the state migration, that my application or our application was granted. It was approved, guys, and like, you know, I couldn't explain like, oh my god, is this really it? So if you were asking if we did some follow-up while waiting, no guys, we kept our, like, we really did not ask for we did not follow up, we did not send an email after it was forwarded to state migration, because like we were like, no, we should not bother them, we should wait until blah blah blah. But fortunately and luckily, we got the approval September 28th. So guys, since I was so excited about it, we were so excited about the approval, the next day I immediately emailed the embassy in the Philippines to request for an appointment, and yes, they gave me the appointment a week after. And like, it was my first time to visit the embassy, and I really dressed up like, you know, formal attire, and I thought that on that same day I will receive my visa, but no. They asked me when, I think the only mistake was they asked me when I was planning to travel, so I told them like I'll be traveling 20 plus of August. So they said, okay, since you're traveling that time, just wait for your passport, we will send it back to you once it's issued. So I went there from my province, I flew to the embassy, and yeah, I left my passport. After a week, I received my passport with my visa D, and I was like, shocks! So yeah, I received my passport and I was so excited. We were both so excited that finally I can stay here with him. So fast forward, guys, I arrived here October 20 or 21. And the moment that you arrive in Switzerland, you have, I think, a window of 14 days to register in the Gemeinde, informing them that you are already here, so that they can as well book an appointment, or they can request for an appointment for your biometrics and for your picture. Biometrics and for picture, that is for your Ausweis. Ausweis, that's your permit. For me guys, I got permit B, and this permit B allows me to stay here for 5 years, but within that 5 years, I have to renew it every year. And also permit B, that allows me to find a job or to look for a job. And so I got my biometrics end of December, and after a week, I received my Ausweis. So guys, if you're new here and you haven't subscribed yet in my channel, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and also don't forget to include the notification bell, because in the next video, I will show you the steps and what we need to prepare, like for the appointment, and what are the documents that we need to prepare as well, especially for the insurance, and my experience during the biometrics and the picture taking for my Ausweis. So guys, thank you very much for tuning in. If you have any questions, if you have any clarifications, please don't be shy, or please don't hesitate to leave a comment below. I would really love to hear your story, and I will try to answer you as soon as possible. So thank you very much guys, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye!